Hello and welcome to the Expensive Coins History channel, in-depth exploration of a small yet historically significant piece of French currency, the 1967 20 centimes coin with no mint mark. At first glance, this coin might appear to be just another piece of old change, easily overlooked, but every coin has a story, and this one connects us directly to mid-20th century France, to the daily lives of ordinary people, and to the broader history of French numismatics. Whether you discovered it in an old coin jar, inherited it from family, or stumbled across it in a collection, by the end of this presentation, you will have a full understanding of what makes this coin what it is, why collectors might or might not value it highly, and what its realistic worth is in 2025. The 1967 20 centimes coin was part of the Marianne series of coins, which were introduced in the early 1960s during the era of the Fifth French Republic. This series replaced earlier designs and became the standard small-denomination coinage circulating throughout France. The design of the Marianne coins is deeply symbolic. On the obverse, we see the iconic bust of Marianne, the allegorical figure of the French Republic, wearing the traditional Phrygian cap. This cap has long been a symbol of liberty and revolution in France, representing freedom and the republican ideals that the country held dear. Marianne's profile is rendered with careful attention to classical detail, highlighting the importance of art even in the context of everyday coins. Her gaze is forward, strong and resolute, embodying the spirit of a nation recovering and modernizing after the turmoil of the early 20th century. On the reverse, the coin displays its denomination, 20 centimes, and the year of mintage, 1967. It also bears the French national motto, Liberté, Galet, Fraternité, encircled by artistic motifs such as olive branches, wheat ears, or other vegetal designs, which symbolize peace, prosperity, and agricultural heritage. The combination of symbolism and practicality demonstrates how even modest, low-value coins were crafted to reflect national identity, pride, and continuity. The Marianne coin series was intended for everyday use, circulating widely in commerce, yet it carries the subtle artistry and symbolism that elevate it above mere metal. The coin is made of aluminum bronze, a base metal alloy that is durable, lightweight, and inexpensive. This choice of material reflects the practical considerations of minting millions of coins for circulation rather than the pursuit of intrinsic precious metal value. The 1967 20 centimes coin weighs approximately 4 grams, measures 23.5 millimeters in diameter, and features a smooth, plain edge. These dimensions made it small and convenient for everyday transactions while also being consistent with the standards of the French franc system. The no mint mark designation simply refers to the fact that it was produced at the main mint without any additional identifying mark to differentiate it from other series. It is not a rare variant or an error issue, but the standard circulation coin for that year. In terms of production, the 1967 20 centimes had a very high mintage, with well over 100 million coins struck. This makes it a very common coin, widely available even today. High mintage numbers mean that a significant number of these coins have survived over the decades, although their condition varies widely. While the coin is historically and culturally significant, it is not rare in a numismatic sense. The lack of a mint mark does not enhance its rarity, it is simply part of the regular production run for the Paris Mint. Because of this, collectors should not expect that the coin will command high premiums based solely on scarcity. Despite its commonness, the coin holds interest for collectors for several reasons. First, as a historical artifact, it represents mid-20th century French life. It was in everyday circulation, handled by countless people in markets, shops, and homes. It provides a tangible link to an era of daily transactions before the advent of modern digital banking and the transition to the euro. For those who appreciate history through material culture, this coin tells a story of ordinary life, of small purchases and the rhythms of commerce in France during the 1960s. Second, for collectors aiming to complete a full series of French franc coins, the 1967 20 centimes is an essential piece. It fills a specific chronological slot within the Marianne series and is often sought after to complete sets, particularly in uncirculated or near uncirculated condition. Third, for beginners, this coin is accessible and affordable, making it an ideal entry point into the world of coin collecting. Its widespread availability allows collectors to study details of design, production, and wear without incurring significant expense. Condition plays a critical role in determining value, even for common coins like the 1967 20 centimes. Coins that are heavily circulated, worn, or corroded generally hold very little monetary value, though they may still have some historical or educational interest. Coins in better circulated condition, where the details remain clear and damage is minimal, may attract modest interest from collectors seeking quality examples. Uncirculated or near uncirculated specimens, which retain sharp details, clean surfaces, and even a hint of original luster, are considerably rarer and may fetch a small premium among collectors, although the premium is limited by the coin's overall commonness and base metal composition. Even so, coins in the highest grade are unlikely to command the high prices associated with rare, low mintage, or precious metal coins. In the market in 2025, the realistic value of a 1967 20 centimes coin is modest. Average circulated coins often sell for just a few cents or $1 to $2, depending on condition and local market demand. Coins in better circulated condition may reach a few dollars, while uncirculated examples can sometimes sell for slightly more, perhaps up to $5 or $6 in specialized listings. When included as part of a larger collection or series, the coin's value may be more significant in the aggregate, but as a standalone piece, it remains largely of interest for its historical and collectible significance rather than as an investment or high-value item. There is a tendency among casual collectors or new enthusiasts to overestimate the value of older coins, assuming that age automatically confers monetary worth. This is not the case for base metal coins with very high mintage. The 1967 20 centimes, while over half a century old, does not possess the rarity, key-date significance, or precious metal content that typically drives serious collector demand or investment value. Its appeal is primarily historical and aesthetic, not financial. Even if a pristine example exists, the coin is generally not considered a high-value collectible in the broader numismatic market. Nonetheless, the coin remains valuable in other ways. It provides a tactile connection to the history of France, the development of its monetary system, and the everyday experiences of its people. It can be an important educational tool, demonstrating the design, symbolism, and practical considerations of coinage during the 1960s. For collectors of world coins or European coins, it represents a small but meaningful piece of the larger story of currency evolution, reflecting cultural values, national identity, and artistic expression in an unassuming form. If you own this coin, you might choose to keep it for historical interest, include it in a collection, or trade it as part of a larger set of coins. It is unlikely to make a significant financial impact, but it carries educational and sentimental value that can be appreciated by anyone interested in the history of money, art in everyday life, or the social history of mid-20th century France. Collectors may enjoy examining its design details, studying its wear patterns, or using it to illustrate broader discussions about coinage, production methods, and economic history. The 1967 France 20 centimes coin with no mint mark is a small yet historically meaningful piece of currency. Its design reflects French national symbolism, artistic craftsmanship, and practical considerations for everyday circulation. Its high mintage and base metal composition mean it is common and of modest market value, but it offers significant historical and educational appeal. As part of a broader collection or as a standalone piece, it tells a story about mid-century France, connecting modern collectors to a time when coins like this facilitated ordinary commerce and daily life. While not a coin that will generate great wealth, it remains an accessible, tangible, and interesting artifact for collectors, hobbyists, and history enthusiasts alike, embodying the cultural, economic, and artistic spirit of its era. The 1989 no-mint mark Kenya 50 cents coin. On the surface, it may appear to be just another everyday coin, but its history, design, and scarcity make it a collectible worth understanding. In this video, we will explore its history, its design, its rarity, and what it might be worth today in 2025. So, let's get started. The 50 cents coin is a part of Kenya's post-independence currency system, introduced as part of the Kenyan shilling series. Kenya gained independence in 1963, and by the late 1980s, the country had established a distinct set of coins for everyday transactions. The 50-cent coin, often referred to as a half shilling, was widely circulated and used in daily commerce. The 1989 issue is particularly noteworthy because it was part of the final series of copper-nickel 50-cent coins before design changes and eventual demonetization. At the time, coins were the primary means for small transactions, and the 50-cent coin held moderate significance in daily life. Although not made of precious metals, it was well regarded for its sturdy construction and clear design. The 1989 Kenya 50-cent coin has a unique design that reflects Kenya's national identity during the late 20th century. Obverse, the front of the coin features the official coat of arms of Kenya. Above the shield is the inscription, Republic of Kenya, representing national pride and sovereignty. The denomination, 50 cents, is inscribed below, alongside the year of issue, 1989. This design showcases the country's emblematic symbols and conveys a sense of authority and heritage. Reverse, the back of the coin displays a right-facing bust of Daniel Toroitich Arap Moi, who was the president of Kenya at the time. The inscription reads, President of Republic of Kenya Daniel Toroitich Arap Moi. This inclusion highlights the political context of the era, immortalizing the leader in circulation coins, which is a common practice in many nations to commemorate political figures. Specifications: the coin is composed of copper nickel, weighing approximately 3.9 grams, with a diameter of about 21 millimeters. It has a reeded edge, adding to its distinctive feel and helping to prevent counterfeiting. Despite being a small coin, these design details contribute to its historical and aesthetic value. One of the most interesting aspects of the 1989 no-mint mark 50-cent coin is its rarity. While it was issued for general circulation, the coin's survival rate is limited. Over the years, many were lost, damaged, or discarded, leaving a relatively small number of well-preserved specimens. Collectors often classify this coin as scarce, which means that while it is not extraordinarily rare, finding one in excellent condition is a challenge. The scarcity increases the appeal to collectors, especially those focusing on Kenyan coins, African coinage, or world coins from the late 20th century. The fact that it carries no mint mark further distinguishes it from other issues, adding a layer of interest for numismatists who track variations in coin production. While not a coin made of gold or silver, its historical context and limited surviving population make it a desirable collectible. Now let's talk about its value today in 2025. The price of a 1989 no-mint mark Kenya 50-cent coin depends primarily on its condition. Circulated coins, coins that show signs of wear from everyday use, are generally valued modestly. In average circulated condition, this coin typically fetches a low but collectible price, making it accessible to new collectors or those completing a set. Uncirculated coins, coins that remain in pristine condition, showing no wear, with sharp details and full luster, are far more sought after. Collectors are willing to pay a higher premium for such coins, which can significantly exceed the value of circulated examples. Exceptional specimens, occasionally, coins with strikingly strong details, perfect edges, and eye-catching appearance may command a collector's price well above the typical range. While the coin is historically significant and scarce, it is important to note that its monetary value does not place it among the high-end collectible coins globally. Its worth is derived from numismatic interest and its place in Kenya's coin history rather than intrinsic material value. Collectors appreciate the 1989 Kenya 50-cent coin for several reasons. Historical significance: it represents Kenya during the late 1980s, offering a glimpse into the country's post-independence era and political climate. Design: its clear inscriptions, national symbols, and portrait of President Moi make it visually appealing. Scarcity: coins in excellent condition are limited, and the absence of a mint mark adds to its uniqueness. Completing a collection: many collectors aim to complete series of Kenyan coins by year and denomination, making this coin an essential piece for a full set. It's the combination of these factors, not gold content or extreme rarity, that creates value for collectors. In conclusion, the 1989 no-mint mark Kenya 50-cent coin is a small but meaningful piece of Kenya's numismatic history. Its features, historical context, and relative scarcity make it an interesting coin for collectors and history enthusiasts alike. If you own one, it's best appreciated as part of a collection rather than an investment for profit. While it does not carry high market value, it represents an era, a nation, and a tangible connection to Kenya's past. For collectors aiming to preserve history and build a complete coin collection, this coin is both valuable and rewarding to possess. When considering selling or buying, remember that condition matters most. Circulated coins are accessible and modestly priced, while well-preserved examples are more desirable and command higher premiums. Ultimately, this coin's true worth lies in its story, design, and place in Kenya's rich numismatic tradition. Thank you for joining us in exploring the 1989 no-mint mark Kenya 50 cents coin. If you enjoyed this video and want more deep dives into coins and collectibles from around the world, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Share your thoughts or experiences with Kenyan coins in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. Until next time, happy collecting.